What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, coming at you with my hands-on and first impressions video of the Samsung Galaxy A51 5G. So let's get started. So this is the Samsung Galaxy A51 5G. This is the factory unlocked variant of the phone, and take a look at the link in the video description to see the most up-to-date pricing for the device, as I'm sure the price will go down as time goes on. But here is the box that the phone does come in. I did already set everything up for the sake of saving time, but let's open it up and see what all we get. The first thing we have is a little packet here. We have a SIM card removal tool, and then we have terms and conditions and a quick reference guide. Then we have the actual phone itself, which I'm going to put off to the side for a second. We have an adaptive fast charger in the box, and we have a USB-C cable for charging and data transfer. So here is the Samsung Galaxy A51 5G itself. Now there are more differences between this phone and the regular A51 beyond just having 5G, but I am going to be comparing those two devices in a separate video, so stay on the lookout for that. But with the Samsung Galaxy A51 5G, we're getting a large 6.5-inch display. Now the display itself is Super AMOLED at 1080p, so the phone has an amazing looking display with excellent colors, really good viewing angles as well. So I know that nowadays people are using their devices to consume more content than ever, whether it's going on social media or YouTube or Netflix. This device is going to be great for consuming your favorite content. With this phone, we're getting a PPI of 405. With the phone, we're getting a 20:9 aspect ratio, so a narrow but tall form factor, which in my opinion is best optimized for social media because you can fit more of your feed into one frame here. And then with the device, we're getting an 87.2% screen to body ratio, so very small bezels all around. Now up top here, we do have a hole punch for the front facing camera, and that camera is 32 megapixels. Now internally with the phone, we're getting 128 gigabytes of storage with microSD card expansion, so I do like that they're giving us quite a bit of storage. Now there's no wireless charging with the A51 5G, but we do have a fingerprint sensor built into the display. So we'll try this out right now. And that was nice and quick there. Now the phone does also have Face Unlock, which is another method to access the phone. So it's up to you whether you want one enabled or both enabled. It really comes down to your personal preference. Now on the back side of the device, we do have a quad camera setup. So we have a 48 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, a 5 megapixel depth sensing camera, and a 5 megapixel macro camera for close-up photos. So things are looking very nice and clear here through the camera app. We can then switch over to the ultra wide angle camera to fit more content here into the frame. We can also go over to the More tab to access some of these other camera features. So you can see we have a variety of different options, but we have live focus portrait mode, which does a good job at blurring out the background. This is able to be used with both the rear and front camera on the device. So you're able to get nice blurred out backgrounds no matter what. And then also in that More tab, we do have the macro camera. So again, you can get really close here to get nice detailed pictures. Now stay tuned for my full review video as I'll show you a variety of different photo and video samples, but I'm definitely very optimistic because I was very pleased with the quality from the regular Galaxy A51. Now before I go over the RAM and processor, I do want to clarify. This is the Samsung Galaxy A51 5G UW. And what that means is that with this device, we're getting 6 gigabytes of RAM and the Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G. Now there is another variant of the Galaxy A51 5G meant for markets outside of the US, and with that variant of this device, we are getting an Exynos processor and I believe a different amount of RAM. But this is the variant of the phone that is being offered unlocked in the US, as well as being available on the various US carriers. Now I did run a benchmark test here with the phone, and I got a single core score of 489 and a multi-core score of 1816. Now one of the awesome things about the A51 5G is that it does support 4K video recording for not just the back, but also the front camera as well. So I'm really glad about that. And with this device, we're getting a beefy 4,500 milliamp hour internal battery. So definitely expect this to get good battery life. Now the software on here is Samsung's One UI 2.0 running on top of Android 10. So if you've used any other Samsung devices, then the experience here will be very familiar to you. We do have the App Edge, for example, and other features that are proprietary to Samsung. Now that we've gone over the major specifications of this device, let's talk a bit more about the hardware. So I already talked quite a bit about the front panel here, but again, we're getting a great looking display. It just looks fantastic, really, and I'm very happy with it in general. I do have the brightness up at 100%, by the way. Now, what's interesting about this device is that we do have a metal band running around the sides here, and we do have plastic on the back. So this is one of the differences between the A51 regular model and the A51 5G, is that we are getting better build materials. Now, on the left side of the phone, there's nothing. Then on the right side, we have the power button and volume button. Then up top, we have the noise-canceling microphone and the slot for the microSD card and SIM card. And then finally, on the bottom of the phone, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, we have the USB-C port for charging and data transfer, the microphone, and the speaker. Also, on this metal band running around the sides of the phone, we do have several seams here, which is another differentiating design cue between this phone and the non-5G counterpart. But again, I'm going to save that full comparison for a different video, so stay tuned for that. And then taking a look at the backside of the device, as I mentioned a second ago, we do have plastic. Now, Samsung does call this material glassic, like a glassy plastic, but the actual material itself is plastic. But I'm totally fine with it. I think it looks good. And then of course we have the quad camera setup with the flash. But this is the Samsung Galaxy A51 5G. Definitely let me know in the comment section below what you think about this phone and if it's something that you'd consider getting. And also let me know if you're even interested in getting a 5G device at this point. But this is Kevin here, and I will see you in the next video.